All right. If an AI said your grandma had committed bank fraud, how long would you throw her in jail? More than 5 months or less? These are the tough issues that we tackle here on InfoHazard, so stick with us as we dive deep into this complicated topic that some people struggle really badly with.
At least 5 months.
Yeah. All right. So this story comes to us from North Dakota, the great state that also gave us Kristi Noem.
Can I stop you there?
Yes.
So first of all,
Great
didn't
state.
give us Kristi Noem. She's
Nope.
South Dakota governor.
Fuck. Yeah, I messed it up. Sorry, North
Second
Dakota.
of all-
You did not foist her upon us. You're innocent of this. I apologize.
Second of all, great state. You got 49 other options. North Dakota?
You
I
know,
don't know, man.
I don't specifically have anything against North Dakota. In fact, I don't think I could name anything about it other than that they have oil.
Yeah, this is the usual criteria for greatness. I agree.
I mean, you know, you're dogging them, but I'm sure that it's full of like really great people. Probably, you know, most people aren't so bad.
So then
That's
maybe it
not-
should be the not so bad state of North Dakota.
One of the things that North Dakota is well known for is being not so full of people.
All right. Well, if you're listening to this and you know anything at all about North Dakota, please tell us. Because apparently we don't know shit about North Dakota.
And this is the most important aspect of the story, right? This
Absolutely,
is mostly a
dude.
North
It's
Dakota
like
podcast.
how great is the state where she was accused of a crime falsely, dude? That's
Okay.
what's important. So July 14th of this year, a team of U.S. Marshals.
Probably of last year, I'm guessing.
You're right. It probably is last year. It hasn't happened yet. Maybe it'll happen
Dude,
again, though.
If it is in July, this AI is more powerful than we realized.
All right, yeah. So the story is about a woman named Angela Lips. She was accused in North Dakota of bank fraud, and they arrested her in Tennessee. And then they took her to jail in Tennessee, and then they left her there for 5 months. So she wasn't able to bail herself out because she was considered a fugitive from justice, which is kind of absurd, right? She's only been accused of a crime. It's not been proven that she's a fugitive. But so anyway, North Dakota police were trying to find this woman who passed some bad social security checks at a bank. So they were, who is this lady? And they asked AI facial recognition system who it was. And it was like, it's Angela Lips. And so according to documents, they looked at her driver's license photo to see if it was her. Now, they don't look that much alike to me, but I'm actually pretty face blind. So maybe you guys can weigh in here if you think they look alike.
This appears to be a much younger woman.
Exactly, right? Like they do not look much alike. But so anyway, once the AI system spat her out and they checked her driver's license photo, they were just like, well, good enough. And they sent out a warrant for her arrest. The U.S. Marshals arrested her. She lives in Tennessee. She had never been on a plane in her life until they took her to North Dakota. But so anyway, after they put her in jail in Tennessee, they left her there for 5 months. Then they interviewed her. She proved that she didn't commit the crime, and they dropped the charges 5 days later, and they let her loose in North Dakota with no winter clothing or money. And a bunch of local defense attorneys had to raise money so that she wouldn't spend Christmas night freezing to death on the street. And they got her a hotel room and some food. Yeah. Like, this is insane. Like, I didn't realize that the cops could just do all this to you just because you're accused of a crime.
Don't you get to talk to
Wow.
a lawyer?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Did they mistake it for a border? Was ICE somehow involved with this? This is
No,
like the
dude,
kind of shit they usually pull.
No. It turns out ICE does not have a monopoly on incompetence. Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't get like a hearing of any kind for like 5-6 months.
108 days, dude. They didn't pick her up from the jail cell. Yeah. And she couldn't bail out because she was a fugitive. And, you know, they couldn't get a hearing or anything because they're waiting on these North Dakota cops to get their shit together. And they weren't.
So wait, if the police just say you're a fugitive, you can't get bail?
Apparently. And they can fly you to another part of the country and they don't have to take you back. They can just leave you there if you're falsely accused of a crime there. Like, that's wild to me, dude. So because of all of this, she was, you know, in jail for 6 months. She wasn't able to earn money or pay bills. She lost her home, her car, and her dog. So at least she has the setup for a great country song, if nothing else. Which she has nothing
Christ.
else. We just heard that she has nothing else.
I mean, she probably has a pretty strong lawsuit.
I mean, you would hope so, but I don't know, dude.
Did she lose custody of the dog, or did she lose her dog?
I don't know. That's the only sentence you get in the article.
So it also
Okay,
says
well, a mystery.
It also says she said she was taken away at gunpoint while babysitting 4 young children. So I hope those
I mean, look at her, dude. She's a
policemen took
dangerous
care.
criminal, dude.
I'm just saying, like, well, what happened to the 4 young children? I always wonder what happens in these situations with a bunch of young children. I guess the oldest one just took care of the others until someone else came.
I mean, these police officers don't seem like the type that we're gonna call social services or do things the right way. Sounds like they're real bastards. It's almost like all cops are.
So have you guys run into any cases where, like, you just didn't apply critical thinking to the output of a computer system and it cost you?
Yeah, dude, I'm a programmer. It's job description almost.
No, but no, that's
So
not.
you mean like actually like cost me something more than my worthless time, or like, sorry, what are you getting at here?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Your worthless time. I mean, like, the AI says it's this lady, and you're like, okay, and then you go and arrest that
The
lady
AI
and toss
says
her in
this is a
jail.
shortcut. It looks like a lake, but I'm gonna drive into it just on the off chance Google's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Classic
another one.
Apple Maps moment.
Or these days, vibe coding is all the rage, where you just say, make me an app that does this, and it sends your passwords to malicious websites, or
Deletes your C drive.
right, does lots of stuff. So I feel like there are like lots of examples of that going wrong, going around the internet. But I don't know, especially with AI.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love to dunk on AI, this doesn't seem like an AI story to me. This
No,
is like
totally.
this is a bad police story. But that's the main thing. They might as well have asked a psychic, which police officers are known to do when they're having trouble with the case, or flipped a coin. I mean, I guess if you wanted to narrow it down to any woman in the country, you'd have to flip quite a few coins. But yeah, it's just incompetence and maliciousness and cruelty.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to bring up. So her story is getting attention because of the AI element being kind of newsworthy, but I bet stuff like this happens all the time, dude, in the United States. And it's super fucked up. And I didn't quite realize that police had powers like this. I kind of naively thought the right to a speedy trial was still sort of respected, but it kind of seems like not, right? They can ask for her to be arrested and just leave her there for 5 months, dude, and they don't even have to interview her or like hold hearings or do anything. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, they probably broke the law in doing this, right? Like, there probably will be consequences, right? Like,
I don't know, maybe. I hope so.
Tune in.
Like reading this article, I kind of get the sense that she's from a lower socioeconomic status. So maybe she doesn't have the money to pursue justice here.
Like a lawyer will if there's lots of damages, those damages can be split. And if you have a good case, then a lawyer should be all over it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how well you remember sort of the Black Lives kind of uprisings of the 2020s and before, George Floyd and stuff like that, Trayvon Martin. The police don't face consequences often. Basically, if
even
the police
for much
do
more egregious stuff than this, they kill people and get away with it. Just jailing some old lady for 5 months is small potatoes compared to that, I guess. Even if she lost her home and her dog and her car, everything that you need to survive in America. And then
what are they going to do to them? Suspend them?
Yeah, probably not even.
Yeah. I'm sure these people are going to be on the news with Trump getting the Congressional Medal of Honor next week. Because they're shitbags, and like that's the country we live in right now, where shitbags are rewarded.
I guess I have like 2 different versions of America that are floating around in my mind. One is the land where shitbags are rewarded, and the other one is the land of the lawyers. And these really do seem to be the 2 most powerful groups right now, right? It's like
Porque no los dos.
Yeah, well, of course.
Because the only group that's able to actually check Donald Trump at all is the judicial system. Anyway, see, I'm sure these guys are going to go on Fox and win some tacky prize from the president. But also, the city should get sued, right? The police department should get sued a lot and lose. I would hope that's the America I know. They should get sued.
I wonder if they have a GoFundMe.
Yeah, the thing is, she was a white lady though, right?
She was a white lady.
So you got a couple of strikes in favor and against when it comes to should they have a GoFundMe?
Woman, poor, white, was arrested.
It kind of made me think about the bystander effect almost. We'll read a story like this, we'll be like, damn, this is horrible. Shit like this shouldn't happen. Anyways, back to my day-to-day life, right? And so everyone kind of does that, and about every problem we have in America, it kind of feels like, and then here we are. I don't know. Because this is like an insane injustice that this happened to her. Like, this should never have happened, you know? Fuck. But I feel kind of hopeless to, like, do anything about it. Like, what concrete steps could I do to...
I'm really curious about the health and safety of the dog, but yeah.
But, yeah.
What you're feeling hopeless about, like what you could do?
Yeah, like what can I do to punish these cops in fucking small town North Dakota? I can't do shit, dude. I guess I can make a YouTube video about it with you guys and hope that someone who actually matters will see this and be like, hey, somebody should do something about this. I'll go get her dog back for her because I'm a rich guy who wants to do some good in the world. Or something. I don't know. I'm famous North Dakota politician Bob Kempfelberger, and I'm gonna stop this from happening ever again with my Kempfelberger Stops Lips from Being Arrested Act.
It's important to remember that the world is full of people who, I mean, you're right. Almost everyone you ever meet is kind and decent person, but there's also definitely people who just they see a wallet on the road, they'll like take the cash and toss it down a sewer, right? There are lots of people who are just assholes, and they go around screwing other people all the time, and also just bad luck and misunderstandings. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is a severe injustice. Shit like this happens all the time, Dan.
Do you want to throw her a couple of bucks?
She's in Tennessee, dude. My throwing arm's not that good.
Well,
she have a GoFundMe?
You only need to reach your keyboard. I have a link here for the GoFundMe.
That's good. And I guess if you want to find an inspirational angle to the story, the defense attorneys are pretty inspirational. They're the ones who got her out of this Kafka-esque nightmare. They're the ones who got her a hotel room and food when the police tossed her out into the winter weather in Tennessee clothes in winter North Dakota, kept her from freezing to death. Those people are inspirational, dude. Fuck yeah, defense lawyers. If you're a defense lawyer and you're listening to this, pat yourself on the back, dude. Hell yeah. Good job. I feel like they get a lot of a bad rap because, like, why would you want to defend criminals? Just defending murderers and helping them get away from murder. No, they're helping ladies like Angela Lipp who are, getting screwed by this immense system that they can't fight back against because they have no money or knowledge. And then I guess I kind of wanted to bring up AI and technology in general as sort of like personality amplifier. People can do more and more, and so therefore your personality quirks and flaws can be greatly exaggerated and do more faster. Like, I'm sure lazy police have been a thing for as long as there have been police, but now they're lazy and they use AI to come up with their random ass tips instead of psychics.
This is the underpinning of our economy. Lazier, more sloppy, amplified tenfold. Surely this will pay the dividends we've invested into.
And then I guess, well, since we kind of talked that one to death and we don't have much more to say about it, I wanted to bring up this other example, which is there's a woman on Instagram. She has more than 1 million followers. She's in the army, and she posts a lot of sort of gooner bait content. She's laying back, her feet are right up in the camera. She has an OnlyFans. All these Trump people love her because she posts a lot of pictures with Trump. But the only thing is, she's not real. She's a AI creation. And so Instagram requires whether it's AI or not to be disclosed only for political posts. But because she's technically a fake sex worker, I guess that doesn't qualify, even though politics is her angle. And so it is not disclosed to be AI, although it's pretty obvious. Apparently, she posted a picture of herself giving a speech at
That's
Trump's
what this was?
Board of Peace.
Oh my God. I've seen this woman.
Wait.
This not woman, this computer. I've seen it.
Sorry, what? I didn't hear that. What? She has a speech about the Board of Peace?
So she had like a picture of her giving a speech at the Board of Peace for Donald Trump's thing, but the like AI image generator put the words as Border of Peace instead, that sort of thing.
Here's a picture of her on a podcast with Jake Paul and Donald Trump.
We should have her on.
I mean, I don't think we could have a picture of her being on the podcast, but she couldn't actually be on the podcast.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Of course. I'm good at noticing humor and jokes.
The thing is, we could have her on, right? Since she is just AI generated, we could just generate her into our show. So
That's
Jessica
what I'm
Foster,
saying.
welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me here.
What were you What was going through your mind when you're hanging out with Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin at the White House? Oh, it's kind of like the time I was there with Zelensky, and the other time I was hanging out with IShowSpeed. Speed. Well, in what way? I was really cool. Okay, so I'll just clip her in for that. I'll change the voice.
She has 1 million followers, dude. What I'm getting out of this is, instead of our faces, we should just generate sexy ladies to be our pretend face, dude. What do you think?
Done.
I sent you the clip that our podcasting software offers us where we can just change our faces into babies.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So can we change them into babes, though?
Well, I mean, we should be able to.
Probably.
We can change ourselves into tooth-filled yarn monstrosities. We should be able to change ourselves into babes.
We should probably shave before we do that, before we try.
No, that's the whole point, dude, is it's going to make us look different than we are, dude. So we can be as lazy as possible.
I feel like, sometimes these little artifacts survive, like full beards.
I guess I didn't really have anything of a point in bringing her up. I just found this to be an absolute absurd peak modern experience that kind of encapsulates our moment in time, I guess.
Relatively harmless one. We're going to see a lot of this. It's a little surprising how little of this came up in the last election, but at some point we're going to have really inflammatory, disparaging deepfakes being used to win elections.
It's happening right now. Republicans are throwing deepfakes at James Tallarico in Texas.
I saw that one.
Yeah, people are doing it. It's just whether or not they get any traction.
Yeah. So I think instead of these negative AI campaigns, I think we should be running for who has the sexiest AI ladies boosting their campaign. And that seems a lot more lighthearted and fun. So if you have a sexy AI lady and you want to boost our show, feel free.
We can't do this. We can't. Elon Musk is so far ahead of this game. We can't get into this. We can't be fighting Grok.
No way,
but
dude. I refuse to believe that Elon Group has the monopoly on AI waifus, dude. There's no way.
Yeah, you're right. We got
American ingenuity will find a way, dude. We will upend him and find better waifus who don't like Donald Trump.
So if you're a sexy internet AI lady, leave a foot emoji in the comments.
And if you're just a regular person, leave a comment in the comments.
I refuse to engage with this. I'm going back to my classic body pillow.
There you go, dude. And that's been another foot fetishy episode of Info Hazard. First, we tear you down with the depressing AI sending grandmas to jail. Then we build you back up with the AI building sexy feet pics.